Hey guys, welcome back to Time Drops and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the GSW-H1000, a very smart watch indeed. Already with the puns, I apologise. This one generated a serious amount of hype when first announced last year, and I'm happy to say I finally got one in hand to bring onto the channel and share with you all. As always, we'll be taking a look at the watch's history, price, design and functionality, particularly important in this one, and then at the end of this video, taking all of these into consideration, I'll be giving you my overall verdict. If you're excited to see what's in store and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and join the awesome community we're building here, and then sit back, relax, and we'll jump right in. Now, it's fair to say that smartwatches haven't necessarily been my thing. In fact, since their conception, if anyone had asked me if I owned one, my response would often always be, no, I have a G-Shock. I've always been amazed at the durability G-Shocks provide and never felt the need for more in terms of functionality. That was until, of course, they released one themselves. After much anticipation, just last year in May of 2021, Casio officially announced the G-Shock GSW-H1000, Casio's first ever G-Shock smartwatch featuring Wear OS by Google. This model then became the newest member of G-Shock's infamous G Squad range of watches, which fans of the brand will know include those timepieces that feature fitness-focused functionality. At the launch, Casio announced three debut models: the black and blue accented GSW-H1000-1, the black and red GSW-H1000-1A4, and my pick of the bunch, this blackout GSW-H1000-1A, all quite clearly maintaining that beastly G-Shock aesthetic, which subsequently meant I was now interested. In fact, I included these in my top 10 G-Shock releases for 2021 video, solely for the fact the concept was awesome. And now, thanks to WatchShop, I'm pleased to say I've got one in hand to see what this thing really offers and share with all of you. WatchShop, as the name suggests, are a huge online watch retailer based in the UK with thousands of timepieces to choose from many different brands, from your everyday watches to your more special occasion high-end designs. WatchShop are incredibly popular not only for their large inventory, but also their awesome pricing. You'll notice that currently a large amount of stock have a discount of up to 25%. I personally use WatchShop all the time, predominantly to buy G-Shocks at discounted prices, and honestly I cannot recommend them enough. Delivery times are always super quick and customer service is top notch, so it's awesome to be teaming up with them again. They also offer shipping worldwide, so if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description for you to go check them out. So let's start with the price of the GSW-H1000. In the US, these models have a retail price of $699, in the UK £599, and in Japan 88,000 yen. This, of course, is a significant amount of money to pay for any timepiece, and clearly G-Shock are trying to rival other top smartwatch brands on the market. So let's head into the design and functionality sections to see exactly what you're getting for that price. As mentioned, this watch is quite clearly a G-Shock. It boasts everything synonymous with the G-Shock brand, and this particular model being all stealth just adds to the aesthetic and looks like something you'd see in a movie. I'm looking at you, Batman. The case and bezel material is a combination of resin and stainless steel, with a soft urethane band that provides flexibility and durability. As well as that, there are also special components employed between the band and the case just beneath the lugs to ensure it wraps around the wrist just right. This watch is also finished in a very nice honeycomb detail, adding to the premium G-Shock look. As you can see, this watch also features a titanium case back with an optical sensor to measure heart rate throughout your daily activities. Very handy indeed. The watch's display is protected by mineral glass, which of course is durable, but considering this watch is designed for heavy usage, it would have been cool to see sapphire crystal used. On the outer of the case, you'll see three buttons, all on the right hand side as you look at the dial. The top button is titled Start. This is where you can kick off your activity at a quick push of a button. There are 24 exercise modes built in, both indoor and outdoor, from running and cycling to fishing and snowboarding. These activities provide a display of distance, speed, pace, and other calculated values based on the GPS and accelerometer data. Moving on to the central button, as well as being the power button, will take you into the Wear OS app drawer. Here you can get quick access to many areas of the watch, as well as reap all of the benefits of it utilising a Google operating system, such as access to the Play Store to install any additional apps to enhance your experience. You can of course utilise G-Shock's Move app to measure and track all of your daily activity, but if you prefer another, you can simply install it and away you go. The bottom right button is titled App. This is how you launch into the apps dedicated to Casio's functions. These include activity, history, watch face and theme colour modification, a map, a heart rate graph, timepiece mode, a tide graph, altimeter, barometer and compass, giving you pretty much everything you'll need on any activity or adventure you embark on. And on the left hand side of the case, you have your sensor in the center. utilised by its altimeter, barometer and compass as just mentioned, to measure altitude, air pressure and direction respectively. You also have your charging port, which actually looks pretty cool being exposed. You would think this means that it's more susceptible to wear or damage the elements provide, but G-Shock are so good at this stuff, it's almost like they're saying, well go on, give it a try. In terms of dimensions, this watch has a case size of 65.6mm in length, so from lug to lug, 56.3mm in width and 21.3mm thick, and weighs approximately 103 grams. Now, again, these are very much G-Shock dimensions, and while in line with other members of the G Squad, a lot larger and heavier than other smartwatches on the market. But I actually prefer that, as I know many of you will. I personally much rather the feeling knowing a watch is there when going for a run or working out. As we've already seen the screen in action, let's talk about that some more. This GSW-H1000 features a 1.2-inch touchscreen dual-layer display. The monochrome is active when the watch is idle to preserve battery. This of course is a negative display, and it is good but can be difficult to read in some lights. Although you can actually install an app to change this to positive. The benefits of smartwatch functionality, eh? Then, as you turn your wrist or tap its screen, its TFT LCD display will light up. This 360 by 360 pixel display is awesome and incredibly legible, not to mention it also provides a whole load of information too. And this is split into 3 segments on the main screen, which you can customize depending on your preference. You can do this by tapping on the area and hitting the arrows until you find what you like. Very cool feature indeed. You can also change the type of display you wish to see by pressing and holding the main dial, and here you can change between digital, analog, 2 layers and add yourself many more. Being that this G-Shock is a smartwatch, you definitely want to know a lot about its battery. And the battery life of this watch is actually 1.5 days on average use. But if you want to go into extra preservation mode, you can enable timepiece mode. Doing this effectively shuts down the Wear OS part of the watch and shows its monochrome display only, which will then last up to 1 month on a single charge of 3 hours. While it does then take away the smart element of the watch, it does allow you to manage battery life on the go if you have times where you think you won't need to use it as much. This can easily be changed back by pressing and holding the main central button on the right hand side once again. From the main screen, you can swipe up, down, left and right. Swiping down from the top will give you all of your settings so you can modify anything you need to on the watch. Swiping right will give you access to things like Google Assistant, thanks to the watch's built-in mic. Swiping up from the bottom will show you all of your notifications, obviously nothing to display right now. Then swiping left will take you to your tiles, which you can again customize to show what you'd like to see on quick glance, like steps, distance covered, calories burned for that day, etc, etc. Other very key features to note are that this watch has an incredibly impressive 200 meter water resistance, world time including 550 time zones, a stopwatch, countdown timer, vibration for alerts, an alarm, battery level indicator, and a full auto calendar. As you can now see, this is an incredibly extensive list. In fact, definitely the longest I've ever run through on the channel. And it's never ending because, of course, you can add an abundance of applications through the Play Store to stretch that functionality even further. And as I run through this watch some more, you can quickly start to realise this is more of an evolutionary G-Shock rather than a revolutionary smartwatch. Sure, there may be other smartwatches on the market that have more features than this GSW-H1000, but the intention of Casio is not to beat them in that regard. Otherwise, we would likely see them invest in their own in-house development team. It's to enter the world of smartwatch while retaining everything a G-Shock is about: tough, durable and robust, and I'm absolutely here for it. The design of this watch is awesome and encapsulates everything we love about G-Shock. All 3 models from this release are seriously cool, but this all black model takes the crown for me, and I can't wait to see how G-Shock develop on these moving forward. Of course, the price is in the higher end of the G-Shock catalogue, but when you look at it as a G-Shock, compared to others in the same price range, this has much the same functionality with the ability to add more. For potential future iterations though, I would like to see some enhanced features, such as sapphire crystal glass as mentioned earlier, as well as a thermometer, but most importantly solar power charging. This is a G-Shock fan's favourite among premium models, and considering this watch is predominantly used outdoors, it would make sense to add this to take it to the next level. And with all that being said, that just about wraps this one up. Obviously, I'll need to put this one through its paces some more, and I'll be keen to see how this performs as time goes on. And I'm especially keen to know what you all think. Let me know your thoughts on the GSW-H1000 below. And if you like this video, please hit the like button because that really helps, and I've got plenty of others just like it. So hit the subscribe button for loads more news, reviews and unboxings of some of your favourite watch releases. Thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.